In a sunlit forest clearing, a young woman named Maya crouches by a shimmering brook, her fingers brushing through the cool water. She notices a timid fawn peeking out from behind a cluster of ferns, its big brown eyes glistening with curiosity, yet shaded with caution. The atmosphere is charged with a gentle tension, as both beings become aware of each other, suspended in a moment of discovery amidst the vibrant cacophony of rustling leaves and soft chirps of birds. As Maya slowly extends her hand, her heart races with anticipation. The fawn, initially hesitant, takes a step closer, drawn to the warmth radiating from Maya. A breeze carries the scent of wildflowers, weaving a sense of tranquility around them. Their eyes lock, creating an invisible thread of connection, a spark of understanding that no words could convey. With each inch the fawn ventures forward, a playful ripple of hope runs through Maya, illuminating her gentle smile amidst the lush green backdrop. In the next scene, the mood shifts slightly as ominous clouds gather overhead. The fawn, sensing the looming storm, darts back into the thicket, leaving Maya alone. Rain begins to fall, splattering against the earth and masking her whispered call. Maya searches frantically, her heart heavy with concern for her newfound friend. The lush forest transforms into a labyrinth of shadows as raindrops create an overwhelming din, blurring the lines of safety and fear. With determination in her heart, Maya pushes through the brush, her every movement echoing her yearning to reconnect. After a desperate search, she spots the fawn huddled under a fallen log, trembling slightly in fright. Without hesitation, she kneels, offering her outstretched arms as an invitation. The fawn, recognizing her presence, inches closer. Their bond transcends the storm, a moment of trust illuminating the darkened forest with hope. Finally, as the clouds disperse, leaving a rainbow arching across the sky, Maya and the fawn stand together beneath the vibrant colors, a symbol of resilience and unity. She gently strokes the fawn's head, and in that moment the storm of uncertainty fades away. The world around them transforms back into a vivid sanctuary full of life and warmth. Their hearts, now entwined, celebrate the exploration of trust, leaving behind the shadows of doubt and ushering in a promise of myriad adventures yet to come. Amidst the towering pines and the soft whispers of the breeze, a gentle sunlight trickled through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. A young woman, her heart brimming with hope, wandered along a narrow path lined with vibrant wildflowers. As she meandered deeper into the woods, she spotted a small, trembling fawn nestled in a patch of ferns, its big brown eyes reflecting both innocence and fear. Her breath caught in her throat, and in that instant, the world around her fell silent, as if nature itself held its breath. With cautious steps, she approached the fawn, her heart racing. The creature took a hesitant step back, its fragile legs unsure. She knelt down, opening her palms to show she meant no harm. The fawn's ears flicked nervously at every sound, but curiosity glittered in its eyes. With a gentle whisper, she spoke sweet, soothing words, the soft cadence of her voice wrapping around the creature like a warm embrace. Slowly, the fawn took a step closer, its delicate nose twitching as it neared her, drawn by the comfort she radiated. Just as a bond began to form, a sudden growl echoed through the trees, shattering the tranquility. A shadowy figure slinked between the trees, its gaze fixed hungrily on the fawn. Instinct kicked in, fear enveloped the young woman. Without thinking, she stood protectively in front of the trembling fawn, her heart pounding with a fierce determination. The creature behind her growled again, a threatening sound that clawed at her resolve. Gathering every ounce of courage, she raised her hands and shouted, her voice resonating with strength even as her heart raced with fear. The sudden uproar startled the predator, causing it to pause. In that moment, the fawn pressed close to her as if it understood her protective instinct. The predator, sensing the woman's defiance, hesitated long enough for her and the fawn to make a dash toward the thickest part of the woods, the frightened doe scurrying closely beside her. They reached an ancient tree, its gnarled roots a sanctuary from danger. Together they paused to catch their breath, the woman's chest heaving while the fawn nestled against her leg, finding solace in her presence. The bond forged amidst fear transformed into a profound connection, a moment where two souls understood one another. As the danger passed, the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink. The fawn glanced up at her, its huge eyes shimmering with gratitude. In that serene moment, the woman realized they both had faced the wild together, emerging stronger, their paths intertwined. They lingered for a while longer under the sheltering tree, two beings united by an extraordinary encounter, a bond that would resonate in their hearts long after they parted ways. In a sunlit park, a young child sits quietly on a weathered bench, doodling in a sketchbook. Nearby, a stray dog with matted fur hesitates behind a tree, its big brown eyes peeking out curiously. As the child senses the dog's presence, a gentle smile spreads across their face, filled with wonder and innocence. With tiny hands, they slowly extend a piece of bread, the sunlight glinting off it like a promise of friendship. Hoping to bridge the gap of solitude, cautiously the dog inches closer, drawn by the tantalizing smell and warmth radiating from the child's gesture. Each soft paw step towards the child is a testament to an unspoken trust beginning to form. The moment is electric. The child's breath holds, heart pounding with anticipation as the dog sniffs the offered bread. Their eyes lock, and in that fleeting connection, a world of understanding blossoms, transcending barriers of species. As the dog takes the bread, the child giggles, their laughter ringing through the park like music. In that echoing sound, the air thickens with joy. The dog, now emboldened, sits beside the child, its tail wagging vigorously, flinging a cloud of happiness around them. Each wag of the tail resonates, symbolizing the forging of an unbreakable bond, where vulnerabilities are shared between them. Both creatures experiencing a rare moment of solace and companionship. As time passes, shadows lengthen, signaling the sunset. A sudden rustling breaks the serene atmosphere. The dog begins barking protectively as a cyclist whizzes too close. Fear flickers in the child's eyes, but it is quickly replaced by reassurance as they hold the dog's scruffy head, whispering comforts. The dog's barking fades, transforming into a low, soothing growl, its protective instincts melding perfectly with the child's gentle courage. With darkness settling around them, the child stands hand in hand with the dog, ready to leave the park. Each paw step on the gravel beneath them feels like ground zero of a new beginning. The dog, now leashed with a makeshift collar of twine, walks with pride beside the child, creating an indelible picture of hope against the backdrop of twilight. In that moment, silhouettes merge, encapsulating a newfound friendship glimmering like stars now visible in the evening sky. In a sun-drenched meadow, vibrant wildflowers sway gently in the breeze, a picturesque backdrop for the unfolding story. A lone figure steps softly across the lush green grass, eyes wide with wonder, captivated by the beauty around them. Suddenly, a rustle catches their attention. A timid fawn peeks out from behind a cluster of bushes, its big, soulful eyes sparkling with curiosity. The human, feeling an inexplicable connection, kneels down, a warm smile stretching across their face, inviting the fawn to approach. With cautious steps, the fawn ventures closer, drawn in by the gentle energy emanating from the human. Moments pass as they engage in a silent conversation, a dance of emotions exchanged without uttering a single word. The fawn flicks its ears, its heartbeat quickening, while the human's breath catches in their throat, a mixture of anticipation and delight washing over them. The shimmering sunlight casts a golden hue around them, highlighting the purity of this budding friendship. Suddenly, the tranquility is interrupted by a sharp crack of a branch nearby. The fawn instinctively starts, eyes wide with fear as it glances towards the sound. The human, sensing the distress, instinctively reaches out a hand as if to shield the delicate creature. In that moment, the bond deepens, a sense of protectiveness enveloping them both. The human softly coos, offering a calming presence amidst the encroaching tension, encouraging the fawn to find solace in their company. A serene stillness falls over the meadow as the moment continues to unfold. The warmth of the sun casts long shadows, and the human slowly opens a bag, revealing a handful of tender leaves. With delicate movements, they extend a leaf toward the fawn, who cautiously steps forward, inch by inch, until their noses almost touch. In a sweet crescendo, the fawn nibbles on the offered greenery, a profound trust blossoming between them. Laughter dances through the air, a joyful sound that mingles with the rustling leaves. As dusk approaches, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, the two share a quiet companionship. The human lies back on the grass, the fawn curled close beside them, both enveloped in the symphony of nature. This picturesque moment encapsulates the beauty of connection, a heartfelt reminder that the simplest of encounters can pave the way for profound relationships, bridging the gap between human and animal in the most beautiful of ways. In a sun-drenched park, a gentle breeze rustles the leaves, casting playful shadows on the ground. A young girl, her long hair dancing like wildflowers, skips along the path with a basket of treats in her hands. The park is alive with vibrant colors. The laughter of children fills the air, and butterflies flit about like tiny jewels. Suddenly, Her eyes catch sight of a scruffy, timid dog perched beneath a gnarled oak tree. Its fur sun-kissed yet weary, reflecting both curiosity and the weight of loneliness. The girl's heart swells with compassion as she kneels down. Her eyes meeting the dog's, she extends her hand, palm up, a universal gesture of friendship. The dog tilts its head, hesitant yet intrigued, sensing the warmth radiating from her tiny frame. As the girl softly whispers words of reassurance, the distance between them diminishes. The wind carries the scent of the treats, drawing the dog closer. A cautious paw steps forward and their gazes lock. A silent understanding forming in this serene moment. Engulfed in the connection, the girl's laughter shines like sunlight. With each treat she offers, the dog's posture transforms. From weary and guarded to hopeful and eager, joy returns to the dog's spirit as it gingerly accepts a morsel, devouring it with hungry precision. The girl's heart leaps as they begin to play. She dashes away, giggling, the scruffy dog now bounding after her, its tail wagging like a joyful flag. Each leap speaks of trust being built, past scars fading into the horizon. The park morphs into a sanctuary of friendship, where laughter intertwines with carefree barks, crafting a symphony of pure joy. As the sun begins to dip below the skyline, casting a warm golden glow, the girl orients herself to leave. However, she feels a gentle nuzzle against her leg. The dog, now brimming with affection, seeks her closeness. Eyes shimmering with hope tell a story of companionship yet to unfold. The girl crouches to bring the dog into her arms, whispering promises of returning. This exchange, though brief, etches an everlasting bond in both their hearts, paving the way for a beautiful new beginning among the trees, under the fading daylight. In a serene forest glade, sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the rich, earthy ground. A solitary figure enters the scene. A young woman, her eyes sparkling with curiosity and wonder. Her hand brushes against the tall ferns as she strolls, savoring the symphony of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Suddenly, her foot catches the eye of a timid fawn, hidden among the thickets. The fawn, its soft brown coat glistening in the sun, tenses at first, but soon feels the gentle energy emanating from the woman, slowly revealing itself from the underbrush. As she kneels down, the woman's heart swells with a blend of excitement and tenderness. Her breath slows, and in that moment the air is alive with an unspoken understanding. The fawn, sensing her warmth, takes a hesitant step forward, its delicate legs trembling slightly. Each heartbeat echoes the silent connection forming between them, a testament to the vulnerability and trust inherent in their encounter. She offers her open palm, and the natural world around them seems to hold its breath, awaiting the next move in this delicate dance of hearts. With each inch the fawn covers, the woman softly whispers soothing words, her voice a gentle lullaby against the vibrant backdrop of the forest. As it inches closer, the fawn finally nuzzles her hand, the softness of its muzzle brushing against her skin, igniting a fierce joy in her soul. In that instant, the struggles of both, the fawn's fear of the unknown and the woman's yearning for connection, fade away, replaced by a profound moment of unity. Nearby, the flutter of wings reveals an inquisitive bird that joins the spectacle, adding to the atmosphere of the encounter. Yet as the sun begins to dip below the horizon, casting golden hues across the landscape, a sudden rustle alarms the fawn, sending it bolting back into the safety of the trees. The woman's heart races, sensing the creature's distress and the encroachment of potential danger. But rather than despair, hope fills her as she resolves to protect this gentle soul she has just met. Each step she takes towards the exit from the woods carries a promise. She will return to ensure its safety, to fortify the bond they created. In this encounter, both the human and the animal have uncovered a profound truth. Love and connection transcend their boundaries, echoing through the whispers of the wild. In a serene forest glade, sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the rich, earthy ground. A solitary figure enters the scene. A young woman, her eyes sparkling with curiosity and wonder. Her hand brushes against the tall ferns as she strolls, savoring the symphony of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Suddenly, her foot catches the eye of a timid fawn, hidden among the thickets. The fawn, its soft brown coat glistening in the sun, tenses at first, but soon feels the gentle energy emanating from the woman, slowly revealing itself from the underbrush. As she kneels down, the woman's heart swells with a blend of excitement and tenderness. Her breath slows, and in that moment the air is alive with an unspoken understanding. The fawn, sensing her warmth, takes a hesitant step forward, its delicate legs trembling slightly. Each heartbeat echoes the silent connection forming between them, a testament to the vulnerability and trust inherent in their encounter. She offers her open palm, and the natural world around them seems to hold its breath, awaiting the next move in this delicate dance of hearts. With each inch the fawn covers, the woman softly whispers soothing words, her voice a gentle lullaby against the vibrant backdrop of the forest. As it inches closer, the fawn finally nuzzles her hand, the softness of its muzzle brushing against her skin, igniting a fierce joy in her soul. In that instant, the struggles of both, the fawn's fear of the unknown and the woman's yearning for connection, fade away, replaced by a profound moment of unity. Nearby, the flutter of wings reveals an inquisitive bird that joins the spectacle, adding to the atmosphere of the encounter. Yet as the sun begins to dip below the horizon, casting golden hues across the landscape, a sudden rustle alarms the fawn, sending it bolting back into the safety of the trees. The woman's heart races, sensing the creature's distress and the encroachment of potential danger. But rather than despair, hope fills her as she resolves to protect this gentle soul she has just met. Each step she takes towards the exit from the woods carries a promise. She will return to ensure its safety, to fortify the bond they created. In this encounter, both the human and the animal have uncovered a profound truth. Love and connection transcend their boundaries, echoing through the whispers of the wild.